both of the teams prepped so well. It's all going to come down to the execution. And ladies and gentlemen, will we finally see a 2-1? You know, maybe see a full best-of-3 series here. We're going to see if that can happen. Insomniacs, though, they need to get a win right here, right now. Welcome to the Land of Dawn. Joybodge already putting some pressure down below. Regrets might be baited into this. Gina already in range for that first ability. Regrets needs to be very careful here, but Joybodge gets spotted out. He walks out of the bush, and just like that, Dark will rotate down below as well to provide some safety, some backup for Regrets.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting maybe a little bit of harassment from Franco, but very smartly going to go ahead and make sure that he's constantly down here for Team First Blood. Make sure that Regrets has all the pressure so that he's not able to get up there. We do see that hook going a little wide as First Blood is kind of backed up a little bit, and a possible gank coming in here with Ashley on the side.
Yeah, this is something that we need to note down, right? Insomniacs with Lilia in the mid lane is going to be having a lot more pressure, but wait a minute, Joybodge gets the hook onto Dark. That's the hook that we were waiting for. Kid just goes in for the gold buff first, goes into the enemy jungle, picks up maybe a creep here. Yep, he will be able to just take it away, and that's level 4 picked up by Kid just as he finishes up this camp. Ultimate already secured by Kid up top as well. We're already seeing Yeho look for a gank. Heavy spin is going to be ready, but the vengeance will be popped. Heavy spin angle not just available just yet. He pops it in. They won't be able to go for the dive here. Luffy maneuvers himself out of that gank.
Yeah, they're bringing him a little low, both XP laners low, so they're going to both kind of be in the same boat as this Turtle's going to be coming. Oh, but a major hook landed on the Regrets.
Yeah, this might not actually be good for them, though, because it actually Regrets who turns it around with the Inspire. Joybodge gets the hook, but doesn't get to capitalize on that. Gina, though, dealing so much damage, and this is exactly why the 1-1 kind of struggles against the Irithel. We're already seeing some requests for a pause, so we are going to just chill out a little bit. Let's talk about how the game has gone in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, right now, I mean, neither team, both a heavy focus from both teams onto the gold lane right now. I feel like this is where they're going to be leaning onto it. We do see a couple of hooks. We're already seeing the punishment for Franco landing those hooks onto the wrong person. Landed it on Juan, immediately inspired, able to use that second ability to get out and create some space, and almost able to take down Franco there. So, I mean, you're gonna really have to consider and making First Blood consider who you land these hooks on and how you're going to run this. And I mean, it might even come down to a point where we're just going to have to kind of lean very heavily onto that bloody hunt to take somebody to kind of dive in there, get that bloody hunt to kind of isolate these players.
Absolutely, and honestly, it's very interesting to see the fact that, again, right now the stakes are as high as ever, right? They're not just fighting for their tournament lives, but they're also fighting for that cash reward. Remember, right? This is the battle for top 4. If they qualify, if they win, they will basically secure a cash prize for themselves. So let's see who gets it. Once again, with the pressure stacked against both of these teams, Yeho will be able to take that gold buff. They have the control over the turtle here. Kid, though, he's looking for a steal. Heavy spin been popped by Yeho. Maybe a little bit too early, as that heavy spin won't last that long. Kid now looking for the steal. Will not be able to get it, as that's going to be the retribution coming through from Yeho, and instantly the wild charge as well to follow it through. Yeho picks up First Blood. Kid falls.
Yeah, and we do see Franco and them going ahead and trying to peek down at this bottom. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get anything, but the biggest thing right now, a Kai into this Belmont. And this is what the kind of matchups I hate when I use Belmont, is having like a Kai on the other team. Because that dash ability does pop up Belmont, negating that huge spin, which is basically the core of the damage that Belmont can do to get them ready for that ultimate, the huge damage that he can do there. So, I mean, they're having a little bit of problems right now, especially with the shutdowns that they're able to do at these objectives.
Yeah, we can already see, though, the difference already in the mid lane, right? Ashley on this Lilia, we're already seeing how she's able to control, even, the composure in a 2v1 this time, without a chow, without that Faramis kill pressure. Lunok's early game, gonna lose out against Lilia, so she's much more comfortable in this mid lane, winning it out, winning in the trades, and very confident in these fights. Meanwhile, though, bottom side, Joybodge looking for the suppression, goes in with a bloody hunt, but the wild charge instantly cancels it out. Joybodge getting pinned, but there's no damage to follow it through. It is actually still going to be Dark who picks it up. Gina now caught in the bad situation, needs to run away, will not be able to, as Yeho finds another lethal counter going to be used by Kid to pick up a kill. Is going on to Dark. Ashley looking for the trade onto Hunter, but Kid is there as well. Hunter needs to use the ultimate here, but it's going to be the black shoes pop just there. Falling Star Moon onto under the turret towards Hunter to pick up the kill, as that's a 2-for-2, 2-for-1 trade.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe the synergy we saw from Team First Blood, I'm seeing that from Insomniacs right now, as they're able to come down, especially with these fights that last a little longer than they should. You start seeing Galaxy coming in, they're able to tower dive into Hunter in them and to get that kill off of them, but now we are fighting for this next turtle.
See, once again, Falling Star with his zone away the members. That's gonna be Gina though, looking for the steal. He doesn't get, he's gonna get punished for it. The sprint, no, the Purify was used, but you cannot dodge away from the wild charge. That's a knock-up. Gina gonna fall there in the bottom side river, as Insomniacs try to convert on these objectives down below. With the help of Galaxy, they might be looking for a dive. Hunter goes in, Bloody Hunt comes through. Joy Bodge dealing a lot of damage with the help of Hunter, brings Galaxy's back under the turret, but will not have enough damage to take him down. Meanwhile, top side, Kid needs to dash out, gets out, regrets, unable to connect onto that first ability, as it is most probably going to be the lethal ones or secure. Wait a minute, regrets though, he goes in a little bit too deep, gets punished for it. Both teams disengage.
Yeah, right now Regrets has just finished that Corrosive Scythe. We're going to take a look at this replay here and look at, even with that suppression on, Joybosh getting taken down, and then watch as Esmeralda's going to come up here from the back, all the way from the mid lane, because this fight lasted so long, able to kind of come back down here, maybe not anticipating how much damage they could do or how fast they were able to finish this off, but Galaxy in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh, 1 HP. Let's see if he can survive this dive. He goes over the Falling Star Moon, but Hunter picks up the kill. Oh, just one more basic attack, I think, would have taken Hunter down to secure a 1-for-1. They do trade turrets top side for bottom, but it is a 2-for-0 in terms of kills. Team First Blood coming back into the game, actually kind of equalizing in the gold, only behind by 500 as we take a look at the items here in the 6th minute mark.
Yeah, we do see that Corrosive Scythe has been picked up by Wan, but on the other side, Irithel has already picked up that Wind Talker. So I mean, I feel like both marksmen on the same path, same amount of gold, same kind of amount that they can do here. It's just I fear Wan more because of the range and that crossbow at Tang. Oh, just shy of that hook was Joybosh for this turtle fight.
Barely connecting there, but with Kid here on the Battleman with the lethal counter, again, that's just so much pressure on the neutral objective. Joybodge throws the hook away. Bloody Hunt onto the Roamer. The wild charge comes in, and Joybodge will fall. Hunter taken low, but no one else is there to be taken down. Insomniacs, once again, they lose out on the objective, but they pick up the kill. And just like that, they're able to still hold on to that gold lead.
Yeah, only about a 400 or 500 gold difference between these two right now, and such an even game. But I feel like as we're starting to get later and later into this game, Esmeralda's getting tankier, Wan's putting on more damage and becoming much more dangerous, but Luffy in trouble here.
Yeah, even with Vengeance, he is going to get bursted down. The crossbow of Tang there, but Yeho is the one who picks up the kill. This is a Panda with 3 kills right now, and he's extremely tanky. You can see the HP bar on him, man. I think it's going to be very tough to look for a kill onto him, and look at the pressure that Galaxies is able to soak in that mid lane. 4 of the members of Team First Blood were looking for a trade into that mid lane turret, but yeah, I mean, Galaxies with the sprint just so fast to rotate into that mid lane. But wait a minute, Joybodge might... No, he doesn't go for the Bloody Hunt.
No, he's not. And Galaxy, this is what I was saying, Galaxy getting so tanky now at that point where he can start basically zoning out the entirety of First Blood, while we're going to be waiting for Wan to just get those weakness stacks and turn on the damage with that crossbow of Tang. And we already see the items. We do see that Ice Queen Wan being finished up by Ashley, but on the other side, Linux, I mean, still kind of trying to hang in there right now. But as we get later on, I feel like this is going more into Insomniacs. Big fight up at top, though.
Oh, they dive onto the tanky member again. That's one of the frontliners. Yeho gonna fall as well. That's Galaxies and Yeho taking down Joybodge, bringing Dark all the way under the turret as Hunter dishes out the damage. Conceal canceled away. Kid now looking to dish out the damage to clear to get the kill onto Dark, but they don't need to, overcommit onto this. The Lord is up, the Lord is ready, and it's pretty much free right now. 7 seconds on the retribution. Kid will have it for this Lord. Yeho still 7 seconds away from respawning. Insomniacs doesn't have an answer, and that is the turnaround. Team First Blood, they secured a gold lead with the Lord and the 2 picks in that topside river.
Yeah, a great play by them. And I was just about to say, like, you need to start transitioning. You need to transition these kills into something. And they did that right away. As soon as they got those kills, all the members immediately beeline. No hesitation, no trying to consider what they were doing. Great leadership by them there. And you could see this. It was basically all Insomniacs. And now we are starting to see First Blood come back as Joybodge was able to land that hook onto like one of the key members of Insomniacs. And we do have a concealed play here.
Oh, Dark getting chunked there. Goes in for wild charge, trying to open up there, but the weakness points was not popped at all. Meanwhile, top side, turret taken down. Bottom side, Lord marching down. Team First Blood have a lot of openings here to look for objectives. Let's see how they utilize this. Luffy already jumping in, opening up the map for the team as Dark will be forced out of his own jungle. Mid lane turret already going to be the target for Team First Blood as the bottom side will be cleared out by Insomniacs. Only 2 members left to defend in the mid lane. The hook almost nearly connects onto Galaxies, but Insomniacs, they defend quite well. They're able to minimize the losses here.
Yeah, and they make that value, that Lord, kind of undervalued there. They didn't get a lot out of it, did First Blood. But we see Grok, poking a little closely to them. Still in a sizable lead. I want a 1.5K. I wouldn't call it sizable. a lead. I think this is only just numbers right now. Yeah, it's a lead. Not much happening out of it. 1K is not that much at 11 point, but no, Joybodge.
Oh, Dark, he gets bursted down though, and Yeho kind of assist him with the escape on the heavy spin there, but the falling Samu now catching 3. That's gonna be Regrets, opening it up. He gets all the weakness points. The crossbow Tang is ready, pops it, but only onto Luffy, who has the vengeance. Gina dealing out so much damage on the Yeho. Luffy soaking it in, will be taken down in the end by Ashley, but she will be caught. Gina in the back line, still able to pick up a double kill here as Regrets just kites away, but it is a 4-for-3 trade for Team First Blood. Hunter can burst Regrets down. Let's see if he goes for it. Regrets still able to maneuver around. Just 2 more weakness points here, but he's so low. Lethal counter to follow it through, but it is going to be Hunter who gets punished under the turret by Dark. Again, both teams trading.
Yeah, definitely punishing Regrets for lingering there, trying to clean up those minions. You can see in this fight, back and forth. You see Joybodge was the first one to go down, and that, unfortunately, that crossbow of Tang, I feel like onto the worst member possible. They were able to take Luffy down, but it cost them a lot of damage there. And then you can see here, we cut away too quickly, but that kill onto Wanwan for lingering, basically a punishment for lingering around that tower. They were able to use that brilliance into a lethal counter to take down Wanwan.
Very, very good combo there. But again, Luffy jumps in, opening up the map. Yeho zoned out, has the heavy spin. They're still holding on to their resources here as Ashley dishes out the damage. Meanwhile, Wanwan gonna get bursted down, almost taken down there. But look, Joybodge, he's caught. He goes into the bloody hunt onto the Wanwan. He might be able to get the kill, but no, that's the weakness points all pop. He might be able to go for it, but Luffy and Gina goes in. Yeho pins Luffy down, but still with a vengeance, it is not possible to take him down. Team First Blood win out in the trade again. They lose out their mid laner, but they still have their marksman to deal the DPS onto the Lord. Galaxies taking so much damage from Gina, and that's a free Lord going to the hands of Team First Blood. Meanwhile, Luffy just dealing out so much damage in the back line there, zoning these members away. But Team First Blood, they don't want to overcommit. They don't want to overextend. They rotate to the top side, but maybe... No, Dark doesn't go for the wild charge.
Oh, I thought that hook landed onto a character. But man, Regrets sadly got a little too eager way in front of his team, allowed Luffy to kind of get the jump on him at that mid bush. And that, I think, was the turning point right now in this last fight for First Blood. You just have to be a little bit more careful, especially on a Wanwan, with how fast and how bursty Team First Blood is here right now at this point in the game.
Well, let's see what happens. Once again, Joybodge tries to look for that Iron Hook. That's going to be the Lord taken down, actually, in the top side. And they lose another layer of turrets, but they're actually still able to defend quite well. They don't lose any of the base turrets, but Dark gets hooked in. That's going to be suppression as well. The damage comes in. Hunter just deletes him from the game with the help of the lethal counter as well. Gina, God mode, is God mode right now. Able to kite away from Yeho, who isn't able to dish out the damage properly and wasn't able to look for the heavy spin onto anyone. That's a 1-for-0 trade, and Team First Blood once again come out on top.
Yeah, what a great kite, because that took Yeho away from the team. With that heavy spin, he wasn't... Oh my god, a big fight here at mid.
Oh, but it's under the turret though. Let's see. It's still going to be Regrets kiting away so far back. Hunter gets baited into the enemy turret and will fall here to the hands of Galaxies. But wait a minute, he's still able to sustain for a little bit more. Dark picks up the kill. Luffy's still able to back away. It is a 2-for-2. And again, this still favors Insomniacs now because they weren't able to get any turrets here. I mean, Team First Blood weren't able to get any turrets in this base. We can take a look at the items once again as we enter the 15th minute of the game.
Yeah, we do see Scarlet Phantom and Wind of Nature now being picked up for Regrets. They're going to be able to kind of negate, outlast a little longer to find those weakness stacks, but it's going to take the target priority. Who are you focusing on as well? And we were talking about it before as well, being kind of a misplay, I want to say. Yeho diving far deep into the back line of First Blood, which kind of allowed Gina Godmode to run away, kite him really far back, and they had no disengage, did Insomniacs, for that fight. Sadly though, now they weren't able to get a lot of value out of that. Oh, big fight coming out of the bottom.
Yeah, that's going to be a pick. Easy pick for Team First Blood. Beautiful conceal there, popped by Joybodge to look for that. Very, very good targeting. Because of that, it's a 4v5, and look at the timers, man. That's 30 seconds on the clock. Gina Godmode is actually pushing in, and no one's there to respond. He's going to be able to dish out a lot of damage. No, just a little bit of poke onto that base. Meanwhile, top side, that's a kill already going to the hands of the 1-1. Regrets has the crossbow of Tang. Will just wait it out. He actually uses it onto Joybodge, which isn't really the right target in my opinion. And that's gonna be the bloody hunt popped and used. Godlike secured by Kid as they look for more. Ashley will fall. It's a double kill picked up only for Joybodge's immortality. And again, Team First Blood, they walk out on top in this trade. Insomniacs losing 2 of their crucial damage dealers right before the Lord, as Yeho tries his best to make it on to the Lord. He goes with the heavy spin, trying to look for the damage here. Retribution battle, not gonna be one. It's Luffy who picks it up. No retribution, no problem. Joybodge hooks Dark back in and pops him, suppresses him with the bloody hunt for Gina Godmode to pick up that double kill. And Team First Blood now with a huge gold lead. They're looking for the end.
Yeah, and man, Gosu Regrets able to get up those weakness stacks. Oh yeah, we can see here at this Lord fight as they come in here, the pop up onto Kid. It's just when you're making these fights, especially without your main damage dealers. I mean, maybe this wasn't the best fight to take. I know they wanted to try to counter that, but is that really the smartest play with your main damage dealer down? Especially, you have to choose your targets correctly here. Joybodge is definitely not the one you're going to want to go for.
Absolutely, man. It was a tough one to call, but again, Joybodge with a hook finds one. The wild charge though connect on to 2 members. Regrets jumping in with a Wind of Nature, but he gets popped in. No, he was hitting Luffy with a blade armor, and he will fall. That's Gina Godmode still surviving on top of all of that, and this is looking like a disaster. It's a 2-for-0 right now. Gina Godmode still able to kite away from Galaxies. It goes into the fall each time, but look at Gina still able to kite away with a monster kill picked up. Hunter jumps in, dishing out damage onto Ashley. It's a 1v5, and Ashley will not be able to survive this one. It's another 2-0 clean sweep for Team First Blood.
Victory!
Amazing match. I wouldn't call it countered by the draft, but the item selections, who could, like, Wan who were you gonna choose to put that ult onto it? If Gina Godmode was not in